we should be back. Camera's working just fine in some software, but doesn't want to work in OBS now.
What happened?
Oh, there it goes. The camera wasn't turning on for some reason. And also set its zoom. Be back. Excellent.
Can y'all hear us?
Maybe.
Hello.
They might need to refresh. Ugh. I mean, the mic's on.
Mom needs to refresh. Oh.
The Orioles traded for Corbin Burns.
Okay.
Well, they'll understand what that meant.
You'll like the video I just sent you.
You're just sitting in pitch black.
No. Just turn my light
Why?
I was gonna say, no wonder you need glasses if you're sitting in pitch black with computer monitors all the
off.
time.
Glasses, well, before I started.
Yes.
Sitting at pitch black.
Got the first blue screen of the new desktop. I don't know why, it just
Ragnarok
did.
Entertainment is Mark, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's Ragnarok.
Apparently it is technically an entity, but typically it represents Mark.
I did. Thank you, Mark.
Did
Yours
he-
is still
did he
hanging out
hand
here.
it to you? Oh. Did you guys not actually see each other while
No,
he was
we didn't.
over? Oh.
I was waiting for Jason to leave, and I guess Mark and Jason left probably similar to the same time, right?
They left like half an hour apart.
I didn't see him.
Alright, well, we're live again, so.
Go.
Yes.
No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game.
This is an action game?
Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Forward to the past.
They're gonna take us back. Back to the past. I remember that's from something, I don't remember what though.
It's like Back to the Future, but not.
Oh, you've procured a unit
Where is the camera?
on by the light,
Which light? Oh, that light.
the bright one. You're gonna look really big on camera though. They already have a camera pointed at her in her cage, you know.
Yeah, but she wanted to be bigger.
Will the rabbit lights turn off? No, there are.
She's zooming.
She usually is. What is happening over here? Sure, let's see what this is all about. Hey, someone gets it! Oh, you missed it. It looks like, crap, what the heck is her name? I forget what her actual name is, but T-Pig is playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
What in the world is this thing?
This device has that meteorite data entered into it. If it detects tesmic radiation, it responds.
You want to try that word again?
Temsic. Whatever.
Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much.
What a sorry pair. We cannot do anything to the body. This looks peculiar. Oh, I can open it. Deal!
It's no use. I can't open it. Probably because the guy's standing on it.
Yeah, but I want to.
Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it?
I just want to open it. That was it. I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. You're also holding big equipment.
He sounds so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor?
Yeah, that's why we're both dead.
A door that opens downward, eh?
Well, still can't.
I think what you need to do is you need to move the professor off of that.
I can't, like, give him a reading. It's just examining it. There's nothing I can really interact with. Because he's not moving off of it. Can't reach anything but these three.
I would say put yourself on the device, on that, and just wait. Now? Try going the other... going to... Yes, there you go. Fool!
What do you think you're doing?
I just thought I'd try it out.
If you do, you're going to set the contraption in motion.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought, he thought, he just thought he'd blow me up. That's what he thought.
Oops, that was my bad. But there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room.
Yeah, same thing as before.
Yeah, use the manipulator.
Nah! Uh-oh.
Well, you still wouldn't be able to do anything.
Maybe there was a brief point where it was available?
No.
Like when he was hopping off, he'd just fall down?
No, because it still has to open. It opens like that.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
Perhaps, like, right before he dies, we can get him out of the way somehow? Because he steps out of the aside briefly, right?
I don't remember.
I mean, all I can really hope for now is
Wait, can you move to the contraption and move it back?
I could just examine it. There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, we'll just find another way to get to me.
He'll just find another way to get me.
And it would probably give away the fact that you're here, too.
Alright, so move back to the door, I guess.
Yeah. That's what has to be done. Deal with it. So I believe once it shoots past him, he can, like...
Sissel.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere.
A friend of yours?
Yup. A little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'd surprise you.
The lamp? I don't know. Well, he's asking you to find him.
And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him?
Okay, he does not move out of the way.
It's no use. I can't open it. Yeah, Maybe you could have attached yourself to that arrow.
Oh. Oh, that's a lot of...
No.
No. I feel like there might have just been a brief window where it was available between the two being there. I don't know. Or was this present? What is that?
I don't know.
Just wait it out now, probably.
Sissel. There he is again. Farewell. Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he?
Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow.
Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Maybe I should start over. Yeah, you should probably start over.
So just there was a way to look for more places in the room? Is there a point where he holds that up enough to get to that? Okay, it starts at this point then. Yeah, there's still the thing in that gift. I mean, I could see if there's a brief window between the two.
Can you get to the tire? Probably not.
Oh, no. No. I was just going to see if there was a gap to open the door between the two being there. No, it's pretty seamless. But yeah, there's nothing you can interact with necessarily, just... Oh! That's such a tight window if that's it.
Yeah. Let's go play it out here.
Let's go! Forgot there was a fast forward.
No, can't attach to the...
Too much of anything. It seems like pretty much this whole time you're limited to these 4 things. And 2 of them are just to look at them. Maybe something changes once that prompt happens? Because he never gets off the door either.
I like how this is somehow supposed to be 4 minutes.
There's definitely got to be something obvious we're missing considering how few things we can interact with. I also didn't realize we started on his body and the body just poofs as soon as we fade off it. Huh? attached to the object to the left. I don't think he gets close enough.
He doesn't get close enough. Even there's not even a like, yeah, it would have to be that thing up in the top left, and you don't get anywhere near there. I will try to time this, but I don't think.
Are you kidding me? So the person who wants to buy that Xbox One, we were planning for 10 a.m. tomorrow, and now he's asking if he can come by now.
Could the fact that the guy in red is standing on it have anything to do with it?
Would it be fine if I took like a 5-minute break from the stream for that?
I don't care.
Is he more heavy set than he looks, too?
Why are you asking me? This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. A door that opens downward. Oh, nope, impossible to time it.
Let me see.
I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. Okay, I have an idea.
Oh, you do?
Wait, if I do that, it'll set the contraption in motion. Do it as soon as he stands up.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just examining it.
Apparently it just won't show different text now. I legitimately don't have an answer.
I'm checking. Are you kidding me? I might have to tell you because this is really obscure.
If I can stop this toy from spinning, I can halt the contraption. But that won't really solve anything.
There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, he'll just find another way to get me. And it would probably give away the fact that you're here, too.
So I have to rescue you without stopping the explosion. What?
How about I give you an easy hint, or do you just want the answer?
Give me a hint.
The voice that you are hearing being carried off was someone I voiced. Is that too obscure of a hint?
That doesn't explain how I can get to them.
Something is happening in the rat area of interest at
Is it
some
missile?
point.
Because I thought it
Yes.
was missile.
Yeah, missile passes by the lower area briefly when
Wait.
and
how-
you have to interact with him.
How do you switch between them?
You can't until you, like, are aware of Missile's presence. And, like, where he is. At least I don't think so. Like, once he says that he's, like, passing by or whatever, then he's passing by.
I don't remember the button that he switches.
Well, I think it's, like, it has a button on screen for it. Yeah. So.
Find me before I'm carried away. I thought it. I actually thought, my first thought, even before you gave me that hint, was that it was Missile.
Yeah.
A little guy that looks a little fragile but has strength that surprised you. I thought it was him. View the controls.
I forgot about these, like... Actually, that does look kind of neat. Because they just get to fill the screen with it. I don't know. I like how just this picture of dead Sissel is everywhere in this game.
He's dead.
But yeah, I think you have to, like, actually, like, prompt Missiles, like, hey, I'm here, for him to, Do you want me to just show you?
Well, you need to know the button.
Well, I don't think the button exists until, like, you and Missile talk to each other about him being
But I
there.
cannot reach him. It is impossible for me to get down there.
It's just like if you move the camera over him, then, like, you become aware of him. That's basically how it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I was skipping through, I was like, well, no wonder we couldn't figure it out. We were trying to play the game normally. Sizzle, here I am.
Oh, hey, it's...
Missile!
What are you doing there?
Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there?
No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out?
Of course. Here, let me come join you. Oh! Okay, here I am, Sissel.
Now maybe things will flow in a new direction.
Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Of the sewer. Bleh. Freight changed. What was circular?
Oh, okay, ZR.
What? I thought he could swap them if they were similar shape, but those aren't similar shapes.
Well, that's because I'm moving, and he's talking to Sissel, or
Yeah.
Ghost, who is in the door currently.
Do you remember how to use my powers?
Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right?
Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape.
What's the difference?
As I was being carried away from the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different.
You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage.
Maybe the thing he's holding changes to a circular at one angle? Like a measuring device?
Apparently those are not. Oh, no.
I'm gonna do the forbidden technique. Something I never do.
Ball, lamp, telephone.
Unsilence my phone. Oh. Makes a noise for turning the backlight on.
Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something.
We love the squeakers. Sizzle! My animal instincts are starting to surface.
If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can.
Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that.
A bigger commotion, eh?
Perhaps they just really like each other.
Oh.
Ah! Give him a way to reach there. So happy. The collective.
Oh my god. Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion.
Actually, the technical term is a mischief. Did you actually know that? The official term for a group of 3 or more rats is a mischief. Most people think it's pack, but it's actually mischief.
I think he was talking about the racket they were making and not the amount of rats.
But the amount of rats is always important as well. They're making quite the trash. They're making that trash can dance.
Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself.
It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back.
What a dangerous bunch.
I believe it. The leap. But I mean, I guess it's just. What? Perhaps the tire's heavy enough to hit something that's rolling towards there? Because it does have movement right now. Because when that falls, it'll make a noise, maybe?
Maybe.
And that'll change Sissel's...
Oh, now I can't switch between them.
Maybe you can knock... Oh!
Look out!
You think Sissel noticed? No, he just assumes he's dead.
Sorry, you little pigeon.
I suppose.
As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually.
Ooh!
Damn you!
Le bird. You should get a pet pigeon. I can't believe it! You lot actually pulled it off.
Sorry, Inspector Cabanella. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby.
That was something else. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Just how many basements does this place have?
They're in the super basement. Fate averted.
I think it's the sewer basement. Oh. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't.
I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, The real me has given the poor justice minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that.
And what's this lively little creature?
Happiness.
Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camila safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camila. Gods in heaven! What a terrible thing! That poor little girl, taken hostage.
It's a cruel twist of fate indeed.
Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage?
Yes, we're sorry, little warrior.
Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage?
Anyway, Inspector Cabanella, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right?
But this time it's different, right, Cecil?
That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camila, okay?
Okay, let's hurry up and get through this.
Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanella is upstairs. So our first step is to get up there.
Cecil, I'll go first and wait for you.
He's just gone.
Deal. Bird.
Okay, lovely doe, we need your help.
Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it.
What is the airspeed velocity of a laden swallow?
Probably not what we're seeing here, if I had to guess.
There you are, Cecil.
The happy
Sorry
music.
for the wait, missile.
Oh, like 2 seconds.
4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff.
Besides, it doesn't make any sense.
Why you're still here doesn't make any sense.
If you stop him from frying, he'll just kill you some other way.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot, and save Cabanella without him noticing.
It's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something!
Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, tap ZR.
Dirt.
What interesting conversations. That could be it.
Alright,
What not?
so first off, I need to swap something. So the book can't reach anything. The helmet can reach the step ladder. I didn't mean to press that. I don't know what I can swap here. I have to swap something.
Minus all these measures are so annoying. Well, yeah, because it will be last minute. But you'll have to somehow set things up, but without knowing what you're setting up for.
So, Sissel, could you explain something to me? Exactly how did the man in white die?
He got shot with the gun.
Gun, huh? I've always wondered about those things. How come some people die when they hear about that loud bang?
Huh? Oh, why do they?
Sissel thinks it's
I don't
the
remember.
noise, not the bullets.
Oh, brother, I hope I never lose my memory.
Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet.
Bullet?
A little lump of metal. It proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head.
It's like a missile, but smaller. Aha! I get it! It's like a tiny minnow, right? Or a minnow.
It's like a little tiny minnow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though.
In that case, I ought to be able to use my powers on it to save the man in white.
Hey, good news. And Whitecoat?
Can't anybody here just call me Cabanella?
Whitecoat says what?
Oh, here we go. This is... Press the wrong button again. Not what I wanted, because I don't want to be you. Alright, so this is how we get back up. I can just turn it on.
Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around.
Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. Oh. This is the only time he takes his eyes off of me, too.
If you have something to do, do it now.
Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. Oh, this is error. I bet tonight's execution will be quite early, yeah. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway.
Dead. Yikes! I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die?
Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all?
Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat.
But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. God, I keep hitting the wrong button.
You usually use Xbox. Or you have that razor.
No, I
button,
keep
right?
hitting Z. I keep hitting ZL instead of L.
Oh.
Cause like,
I forget. You got one of like the wired razor controller or something, right?
yeah. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this.
Indeed. It's blue.
So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I screwed up. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you?
Uh-oh.
I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot. I guess using my powers right in front of the other me wasn't such a good idea.
Although he claims to have known the whole time.
Especially
anyway.
when somebody gets shot because of it. I guess the only thing I can do is aim for that break when he looks away. I just have to be sure I don't miss my chance.
Do you want any more water?
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to finish. I've already finished this like 3 times. Bye-bye.
So when we do it, we should do it without stopping the guy from firing and without him noticing. In other words,
Once it's fired, the bullet will be the key to this whole thing. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap ZR.
Now I'm remembering why my phone is perpetually muted. I just don't feel like getting my watch so that I can actually tell there's notifications.
sure there's anything I can swap in here, is there?
There's nothing here except maybe the lamp kind of changes angles at any point.
So as soon as he turns around, I know what to do. So now. What was that? He asks.
So the helmet potentially... I mean, does it block a bullet? I don't know. The thing is, it also has to be done in such a way where Cabanilla thinks he's dead. Because Cabanilla in this scenario doesn't know to play dead.
Okay, no, that doesn't work. I don't even know what I can use. The knit hat looks just like the helmet. Problem is that the knit hat's all the way over here, and there's no way to move it. Because
Wait, where's the knit hat?
it's over here. I would need to get Sissel over there, and I can't get Sissel over there because,
I'll double check.
like, this doesn't even reach the book, let alone where the helmet was.
Yeah.
Unless I could get Sissel to the stepladder, but that's even too far, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll...
So I'm seeing parts of what you have to do. I'm just trying to figure out why that actually does anything.
Oh, hold on. This stepladder is now closer.
I feel like at the very least there's a hint I could give you that would steer you somewhat in the right direction.
What's that?
So you can only manipulate things behind his back, correct?
Oh, can I manipulate the stepladder now?
Yes. You can manipulate it when his back is turned to the stepladder. Although you would have done it earlier than this.
I can't get to it though.
Oh, they did in this.
I've got it. I mean, I probably don't really have it, but...
Okay. Thank goodness that once you have the solution, the game stops you, because you would not have done it otherwise. Oh. So you got the hat on the book on there. You did it.
That's it.
You'll figure it out, but now
Wait.
it's basically a waiting game.
Oh, it's not a connect the helmet to the hat.
Nope.
Okay.
So you'll wait and you'll figure out why.
Right, would you look at that? Right on the hook.
I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft.
Yes. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that has the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down.
Aha! I thought so. If only I could reach it. Yeah, that's impossible. No shot. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic.
He's going to shoot. It's too late.
Again? I'm going to get shot again? No, wait. Our chance is coming up.
The last split second, right? Leave it to me.
This is how good missiles' reflexes are, apparently. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now's our chance. I'm here in the bullet, right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else.
What? It's our only hope. There's got to be something in here with the same shape and direction as the bullet.
Well, yeah.
It's the hat, right?
Yeah. If you did the helmet, all you'd be doing is giving it a bigger bullet. But the hat...
I mean, it would still hurt a lot, but not
Yeah.
not bullet.
It's not a bullet. It'd be enough to knock him out, but since his face is obscured, Sissel won't even know. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act.
And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft.
Did I do it right?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life.
And I get to keep doing it, right? Or I'll keep doing it too.
You really screwed that sentence.
I don't even know. I just started to...
Oh, whatever!
Jesus Christ.
It's just missile.
No, that's you.
Just...
Fate averted.
What I just saw in these 4 minutes. Give me all the answers I've been looking for.
All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? Who would believe a story about a manipulator? He knew about the manipulator.
Indeed.
So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us.
I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all.
Okay, let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camila.
You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too.
So there's something. Where is... This might be easier over here.
After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanella, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold, in a new present.
Ooh! Exciting.
What are you doing?
I'll probably just have it at the break screen while I leave for a moment. Unless you want to keep playing it, just recap me.
We can wait.
Well, it's not right now. I'm just having that set up because
Oh.
that camera needs to be set up in a separate software or it doesn't work on the break screen.
Levi, that was horrifying. Said Mark.
Oh, I got real close to the camera.
Distastefully.
That's just how I be. They call me the horrifying one. Well, they will. How are you feeling, you crazy old character? Your old crazy character?
Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be, a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So, what? The guy in red is gone, eh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us.
This'll still got your gun.
Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine.
You did say you broke some bones.
Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight. And then, this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage and wound up dead. He only has himself to blame.
But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you! Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner. Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid.
So what did Kevin do?
Yes, 10 years ago on that day.
Have we actually seen Cabanella on that date yet?
No.
Okay.
The Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell.
So was it not even Sissel back then? It was the manipulator from the start?
But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now.
This shot is reminding me of a show me and Chris started that I kind of want to get back to.
And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun.
That's... Why would you even bring that into an interrogation room? How could you...
He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. I mean, he also made the choice to point the gun at her, so... We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers.
Oh. A transaction.
That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out.
I know that guy!
That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight. On a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal.
Oh.
Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Right. Highly unlikely they'd use him for peaceful purposes.
And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camila. We have to stop him before he leaves the country.
So Mitch, I just calculated it. And you know how I talked you down to 10 on that? You know how much I actually had invested in it after selling that other few for 30? That's how much I'd actually spent on it, technically.
Good job.
So that's why I was like, I'm not taking 15.
Well, I appreciate
sure,
that.
some of it. I thought it was like 3 or 4, not $1.60.
Yeah. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case.
Ooh.
The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course! Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination.
But yeah, that means that's also how much I invested into all the Kirby's up top there, and even the sword one. Because it was 17 of them for 50, and then I sold 5 of those for 30. That were just duplicates.
There's just one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd,
Why'd you send him to his death?
why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself has to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police.
The police, huh?
Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death.
That's you.
Yeah, I guess. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. How often do meteorite fragments actually make it through the atmosphere?
Not very often.
Still probably more than people generally think, but... They will pretty much always get burned up by the atmosphere, but
Right.
there's got to be at least... I don't know.
Usually...
maybe like 10 a year worldwide that make it through at some point.
Tops. Like, and then when it happens, it's usually a like... world
A
news
little
thing.
thing.
It is a world news thing. I remember it happening a year or two ago in Russia, and it was like a massive thing because it was just this green fireball that came out of the sky.
Well, that's probably what happens because it's essentially just burning metal.
Right.
Or ore, I guess.
But like, it also like caused a shockwave and blew out a bunch of windows in the nearby town.
Yeah, that thing was probably going... I don't even know how fast that would be. Probably faster than anything that mankind's launching through the air. Well,
It
maybe
was
not that
going. It was going a few thousand miles an hour for sure.
it was definitely going like bullet speeds or more. And probably a lot bigger than a bullet.
Anyways,
There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished. Leaving behind only one clue. Wait, you could just fade out of existence?
an unusual corpse.
Or maybe it's yours.
I bet that's what I've been chasing all night.
Yeah.
Could you tell me more?
Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse.
He was dead all right, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on it.
Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment.
I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either.
So that's why he was shot and nothing happened, basically.
Well, where's the bullet end up? Just behind him?
Probably inside him.
And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. So
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
You think it'll set him off if you put a metal detector by his shoulder?
The morgue is well guarded. Nobody would have stolen that body.
Or could have.
But there is one way a corpse could have disappeared.
What's that? If he just walked out.
I forget. What happened to Von Karma? Did he get sentenced to just like life in prison or something?
Probably death.
Is it not clear at the end of it?
It was murder.
Oh. Oh, there it goes.
That's you.
Well, yeah, I just noticed the camera froze for a moment.
I got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own.
Or it got up.
What? Yes, we.
He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him.
Investigations
And he didn't even
2?
feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove.
Is that just the second one, or is there... No, isn't there a series that's just Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2 or something?
Yes.
Where do those fit in? Or would I just play them after the main 6? There's 6 main ones, right?
Technically, they come after the original trilogy.
Are they?
but-
Is it generally viewed as 2 trilogies?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's trilogy.
But I would say
Chronicles, Investigations, Phoenix, or Professor Layton?
more so like Apollo Justice and the Investigations games kind of go in tandem. I would say to play Apollo Justice first.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. Because right now I have the core 6
Investigations
games.
1 goes between the first and second game. Is that right?
I have no clue. Release order. That's generally kind of what I do if all else fails. I don't know. That sounds like it could work pretty decently, Crystal. Maybe you're just using American cheese. In which case, nothing goes with it.
The corpse left behind some kind of data from testing I did.
You want to try that sentence again?
The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did.
Thank you.
I got some readings from some kind of radiation coming off that body.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown.
Wait a minute. Could it be?
That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment.
Wait, was it just inside him? Oh, no. It was just down there still. Barb.
I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. And at that time, I thought it was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner.
That was pretty PC.
Several years later, I came and learned the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here.
Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush?
Oh.
course, how do you not like tater tots? It was, about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into the research lab here. I'd expect nothing less.
I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby?
Were they never met prior to this? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I'd heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet,
Forgot about that guy's chin.
but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world."
It's the astral plane.
And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected.
Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise for a little girl made for her mother.
He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camila. Oh, that's just it.
So it would seem.
So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd?
That's right. John and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the data.
What was that last word?
I don't know. The device. I don't know.
Certainly wasn't data.
I don't even know. Recreate the device.
You talk faster than you read.
Yes.
Slow your roll, buddy.
I read faster if I'm not talking, but then when I talk, I guess I talk faster than I read. I don't even know. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried.
Camila told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move.
I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire.
So that must mean somebody manipulated Camila's contraption.
That would explain why there's a duplicate of it here.
As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed.
Oh.
Inspector Cabanella! Hey, baby.
I heard hat fire.
Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him?
I mean, have we gotten a ton of what she thinks of him?
Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer.
Ooh, I could try that. I know some people.
I know a certain person.
With a prison, or that should be sent to one?
What?
With a prison, or that should be sent to one?
No, that should be sent to one.
Well, how would you go about the process of getting them there?
Call the cops.
Yeah, but if you don't have a good reason, they're not going to do anything.
I could definitely come up with a reason.
What, are you going to swat me?
No, that's too much. That could kill a man.
I'm surprised that it doesn't half the time.
Yeah,
It only does what, like a tenth of the time or something?
Put Levi in a cage. Yeah, I could probably just buy a cage and then convince him to get into it somehow.
How did we end up here?
Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke.
Mark, you know that I don't even you know I don't even go into the cages that, like, live rats are in, right? Why would a stuffed rat make
But
me
a joke
something?
is a joke. You might as well laugh.
He was mine, but
Oh.
yeah, that's fine.
Well, you weren't paying attention.
I was reading chat!
Yeah, well.
Yes. Steven!
Jowd! The minister called off the execution order.
Oh,
And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too.
I got like less than 2 minutes now. He told me he's 5 away, and our meetup spot is 2 from here. That's a pretty extreme. Well, he was at it. Sorry, it took so long to get here. Well, Mark, I actually do have like 5 of those. I think they're just in the garage. You can leave the rest to me.
There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd.
Wait, his paint like flipped. But 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. He still got his paint hoodie. Forgot he was just wearing that underneath everything.
I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come.
Shoes back. Nah. Man, if Jowd and the next one is going to be Ghost Trick Cross Ace Attorney.
Well, it would have been if it weren't for the fact that Ghost Trick is now 15 years old and hasn't had a follow-up since.
Yeah, just a remaster. Or you could call this a remake, right? I don't know. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then.
Good luck, my old friend.
This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you.
Glad you like it.
My keys.
Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella.
Same. I will return.
It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn.
Oh,
Okay, now go.
there. You and Chad can hang out for a bit.
Chad and I can hang out. Hello? Chat. I don't know why you switched camera. I'm gonna check out the extras. We got a new illustration. Where's Hello, Mark. So this one? I didn't do anything. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. There we go. Alright, we got a new background. We got another new background. We got a new song. We got another new song. We got a new illustration. We got another new illustration. We will save our data. We will not continue playing. We're going back to the main menu. Check out the options. I don't think we finished this game tonight. There's 3 more chapters. Avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. Chapter 15. Is that the one we just did? It is. So we could redo that and try to get the achievement. Let's go for the achievement. Well, we'll check out the illustrations first. Wow, it's big. Wow. Oh yeah, this video thing showing it's a submarine. Okay. We're gonna go chapter select. We're gonna speedrun this. We're speedrunning. We're gonna complete the challenge. Here it is. The big submarine. All right. There's nothing I can do. I already know. All right. We are rushing through. When do I get to play the game? Is this when I get to play the game? We're awaiting. Another death. Cuckoo. All right, we're getting somewhere, sort of.
What is that? Oh, you replaying to get a thing?
Yeah. There's a challenge
Look at that.
to
800
complete
bucks.
complete the final thing without causing a death. No deaths after the final fate change.
Yeah. Well, that transaction ended up having something that I tried to not have happen, but some people. I make things clear in the description, I make things clear in the images, I tell them about it before they commit to buying it, and then he still managed to be astonished that it didn't come with a controller. I just didn't have a controller to pair with the Xbox. Well, I did, but not one that I wanted to give up. It was after him saying, like, I can't believe it's like $50 cheaper than anyone else.
Well,
Because there's no controller, which I told you. And I don't know. So we sat there going back and forth a bit until, and then he was just like, okay. I don't know.
by the way, I don't think we're finishing this game tonight because we have been taking so damn long. This shouldn't take more than another 5 minutes, I hope. But we'll see where we're at after the next chapter. But there's still going to be 2 more chapters after it.
Yeah, and yeah. So it looks like this one we finished is basically tied for the longest one in the game. And the ones that are left are about 3/4 the length of this one, 2/3.
That would still put it at like an hour 15 to an hour 30
Yeah.
for each of those.
Indeed.
For all 3 of them.
There's something else. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness Drew. He's so bad at replying. I've been trying to get something back from him that he borrowed for like 3 weeks now. And he just doesn't see messages except for like once a week, and then he'll only reply to like the first one he sees.
Have you tried calling him?
I don't think so.
That's a really good way to get a hold of someone
Yeah.
when you want to get a hold of them.
Because he's borrowing one of the Trantrons off me. And then I have somebody who wants to buy it off me now. So I'm like, well, I won't be able to give it to him. They're offering me $400 for it.
$400?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't want them to just say no because Drew has it for too long.
I mean, Drew specifically wanted to borrow it to play a Silent Hill game because those are hard to see on the majority of displays. This is such a good boy. That reminds me, I have another project for tomorrow. I got my other W-2 in today, so I can finally put it all through.
All right. Part 2 of 3 complete. Fate averted. All right. Ding 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 ding.
He gonna fall through the floor. Why he gotta do that? Ooh, something I forgot I had. You want any?
No, thank you.
Oh, let me.
I have to wait for him to knock the thing to right there. All right. So I need to be here.
I'm starting to see where Steven's coming from. I feel like picking with this stuff. It's the nectar.
Trying to remember how I'm supposed to do this.
You move the cart, you knock the hat onto it, and then you flip the books once you put it back to the other side.
Oh, right. So I'll just put him up there for now. I can't reach that yet, so I have to wait. Now. swap these. Right, and that's all I needed to do.
Shot so hard that it made a crackle in the ceiling.
Alright, we did it. Speed runs. Cleared the red light, green light challenge.
What was it? Just beat it in a certain time?
No, it was completed without any deaths after the final fate change.
Hmm.
Actually, you know what? I can just...
Suppose.
This one.
Oh.
And we didn't get music for it. We already got...
What do I got there? Well, Mark, you've seen me in the break room at work often enough. You should be able to tell from a glance. It's applesauce.
Continue. With the manual save. 4:19 a.m.
Yeah, the camera is quite far away. I think it's
You
zoomed-
also cannot see anything below your face.
Yeah, the camera is zoomed into 380% right now.
Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. I'm now married with 2 kids.
Let's go. Finally, some life goals.
About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang.
Here, let's... There'll just be some space on the edges, though. Hello? This is Jowd. Sizzle, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Should we even be calling him Sizzle at this point?
The control room.
Yes. Alright, what have you... Well, you better get going. It's a long night, and this long night is drawing to an end.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. The bird bowed.
At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go.
1 out of 2 ain't bad. I don't know if that's the right way to say getting married and having kids is 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Because that could imply it goes the other direction.
A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people.
That is how moving forward works, Crystal.
And I just reached the center of the web.
I guess we had traced here previously, but we didn't go any further than the one room. Well,
Welcome to the Yanoa.
I don't know who this is.
It was you.
Oh.
It's...
Welcome to the Yanoa, Detective Jowd.
Oh, it's this guy.
Oh, yep.
Welcome to the Yanoa, Detective Jowd.
My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dock.
That's because I switched off the switch... That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd.
Oh. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Wait, did Jowd go through the phone line? How
No.
would that... Okay.
Egad! Never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was going to surface. Confound it!
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Savage. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. What?
So that's why he shot him, even though he knew it wasn't gonna kill him. God. I have a little something for you.
Stephen, I don't think people need to be reminded that that exists. Cabanilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past. But they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver that made to look like a pocket watch.
Yes. Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
Is he really gonna get the answer for him? Oh. You!
You can relax. That's nothing but his shell.
His shell, eh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, just take me. Just please, let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us.
Does make a lot of sense, Stephen. Oh look, Carlos is playing a game.
He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip? Nope.
Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers.
Oh! The meteorite. I just yoink it out of him. What? What in the world was that?
The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd.
So does that just
Farewell.
get rid of Sissel's spirit then?
I do not know.
Oh, this room's just being ejected?
That
That's not how submarines work.
is absolutely not how submarines work.
You can't just decompress
What in the
a
world?
chunk of it.
What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go?
Well, Missile must be here with us because I see two differently sized circles.
What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them, and fast.
There's a debacle in chat. The X's are fighting.
Talk.
Or maybe not fighting.
So you're here, huh?
Being disappointed. It's Missile!
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lane and Miss Camille.
Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say I don't think it can.
Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that little lady detective, and let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together.
You got it.
Bubbles.
The telephone is ringing.
Wow! It's Miss Camille. I know it.
You are incorrect.
My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me.
You are incorrect.
What? Yeah.
I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet.
What are we on? Oh, there's a phone there? Why is there a phone there?
It's probably an internal line. Wait, I can't...
Steven, I think Mitch has been over this before. I got like 2 or 3 voices and he don't like most of them.
Oh, I see.
So they're all the same kind of nets, it's just how much strain is being put on them.
Well, what this means is I can do this now. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Sissel, look! That black hello, it came off the hook.
Uh-oh, I'd better answer it fast.
Oh, Steven.
It is Camila.
Was that me?
Hello? Is anybody there?
It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you?
Somebody please answer.
I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was just ignoring me.
Somebody help me. Lynn. Lynn is...
She said Lynn.
Miss Lane!
We'd better hurry.
Let's go, Cecil.
How bad do you think applesauce would be made from Red Delicious? Or is there pear sauce?
It's no use. Nobody's answering.
Do they make pear sauce? Is that a thing? Oh, she,
Miss Camilla! And... Miss Lane! Oh, poor Miss Lane.
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break.
Yeah, it's like the 5th or 6th time.
I think it's the 5th. It looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady.
Sissy, I knew you'd come.
Miss Camilla!
And Missile too. I'm so glad to see you're all right.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm all right, exactly.
Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before.
What? My voice?
That's right. Camila has a core now. So that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time.
So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you.
Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born near a little doggy.
Hey, Missile, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
But don't you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, Missile.
Such a good boy.
X. I wonder what happened this time. I'd better talk to the little lady a little more. And then I'd better do something about the detective lady. Oh, I gotta talk to her. Can I talk to you a minute?
How'd you get here? How'd
Yes,
she die?
sissy.
Could you tell me what happened to you?
That's right, she was just kind of in the briefcase all this time.
What happened after I last saw you at your old house?
Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep.
As anyone would in that precarious
I
situation.
woke up to the sound of an engine.
So she was already in the submarine by then, eh?
I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then... Camila! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that.
She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You are very brave.
I think Lynn's probably been through more than me.
You've both been brave. I can't. No way.
She's too far. That looks spinnable.
Oh, that made the water go up, it looks like.
Ah, it just makes her easier to get to.
Oh, Sissel, you're here.
Lynn, what in the world happened here?
Why do you keep doing this?
I don't know.
This couch does not have as much depth as
Huh?
the old one.
I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case.
And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright?
I don't know.
Huh?
The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden.
Now it's all making even less sense than before.
After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red.
We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camila. I found Camila hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here.
Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next?
I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Oh boy, it sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself.
Camila, are you okay?
What the heck?
Camila?
That's the what is that?
The manipulator.
Yeah.
Hello, Lynn. Or is it detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met.
Why's it just got the gun? It's like a Tommy gun too.
Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Well, well. I see there's no need to introduce myself.
Give Camila back. She has nothing to do with any of this.
Afraid I can't do that.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is my last chance.
It's always Kirby. There's so many Kirbys on this couch. There's one here. There's one here. Probably
The
another
phone
one
is...
there. There's one here.
The phone is ringing.
3, 4 more on that side.
It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead.
That is such an image to see.
The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed.
Because we have less lights on, and for some reason with this camera, when the lighting is low, it turns very red. Actually, there is a setting to correct
That's
that.
rude. All of you are rude. Revenge plan?
I can lower the temperature.
It didn't happen tonight, did it?
Just might make us look a little blue. Yeah, that might be a bit better.
It's probably partially the lighting in here is just...
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
I mean, would you rather have all of them on?
I mean, it would probably be better than that one light shining into my eye, but...
Living room lights on.
Yeah, that is way better. I don't typically like it.
Darker lighting?
Yeah.
Oh, I usually do. Although now that makes us look very good.
It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted?
We could do
To be
something fun
executed
for
by his own daughter?
that.
I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge?
That strip lights to red.
Nobody could possibly know what I've...
Oh, well, that was quick.
What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had?
Yes.
Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camila when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part.
Yes, we did. Oh, look at that bun.
You'll never guess what trivia question I just got.
What's your favorite color?
Mitch?
What?
That's
why
not a
would,
color,
Why
you
would
idiot.
I know?
No.
Spanish-speaking country. Have you been? Wait, what do you think of what's the only African Spanish-speaking country?
I literally.
What kind of anime is that from?
I literally told him this yesterday,
Equatorial Guinea.
and I was right, wasn't I?
Equatorial. What am I missing?
So yesterday we met up for dinner, and for whatever reason, the fact of like Spanish-speaking countries got brought up, and I mentioned that Equatorial Guinea was the only Spanish-speaking country in Africa, and he was not exactly.
I didn't say no, but I was like,
You were doubtful about it.
that was not something I knew. I'm gonna look it up, and he was correct.
Why
But
do you know this?
I actually had to know this
Yeah.
in my Spanish class in high school.
But why did you remember it?
we talked about a similar thing with
I have a lot of really stupid things that I remember, Levi.
mood.
Does that mean you remember Steven's last name?
Sondheim.
No,
Spielberg.
it starts with an A.
We are really just naming Jewish Stevens right now, aren't we?
I don't
Sondheim
believe
and Spielberg.
I don't believe Steven is Jewish.
Abacus.
No.
Granada.
Abacus was Jake's D&D character.
Atticus.
Atticus Finch.
Correct.
See, that's another one. But no,
Seagull?
we were
Probably like Alan or something.
He's just doing popular Stevens now.
We were talking about that song that you.
I don't
had
know
to
if he wants it actually
Remember all
said
the
on
capitals
stream.
For the Spanish-speaking
Oh,
countries in
right.
South America. I didn't get to say this yesterday, but in the middle of my ex singing that song one time, I went, Brasilia, Brazil. Brasilia, Brazil. And she goes, one, that's not in my song because they don't speak Spanish. And I'm
Steven,
like,
would you even want us to
makes
say it
sense.
on stream? I'm pretty
and
sure
two,
you wouldn't.
Brasilia is definitely a fake name. And I'm like, no, Brasilia is definitely the capital
No,
of Brazil.
It's that. It's basic. Although I don't know if he wants it said on stream, so probably don't.
Hold on.
Stephen A. Smith.
What was that? You just made a pun about your name, and it just came back to the stream. I don't. Is it referencing something?
What? No.
Oh,
So let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman.
does Crystal even know your last name?
You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean, for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid, with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Cannot reach. So I have to wait.
That reminds
The soul is gone. Gun. I still have to wait. Wait. No,
Was
I
that wheel-
cannot get I cannot use missile right now.
Dude.
I still can't reach the gun. I'm just in midair.
Just a standoff.
We're definitely gonna have to get to that phone.
Dude.
It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. I will post my home address.
I can do that.
Nobody would want to come to
Your
my
new
house
one?
anyways.
I can post everybody here's home address.
Even the people in chat.
Steven says, I don't even care. I accidentally posted my last name in the Discord the other day. Everybody knows my last name at this point. Gotta change it soon.
Gotta change it, son.
I will post my home address.
I
Nobody would want to come to my house anyways.
I can just look up your home address.
Mitch's?
Not
Or
Steven's.
Steven's? Oh. Like, I can tell you Mitch's.
I can tell you Mitch's.
Alright.
It's on Robert E. Lee Drive.
I literally helped him move there. I can tell you
Don't
where his
you dare.
previous address was.
It's no use. I can't get the line to work. Oh, that's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now.
No.
Somebody please answer the phone.
Probably.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Crystal, if I send you Steven's address, can you mail him cringy things?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, mail him a crucifix.
Alright, it's... I gotta turn this handle right. I gotta turn this wheel right. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right, I'd better check
Did
it
you
out.
now? Hello, anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here. On the double. We're about to head out.
Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come here if you're coming. We're leaving.
We're gonna have to go there. We have to stop the explosion.
No, I did not question that. I don't really check the return address.
So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom.
Who is he calling restless ghosts?
You.
Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace.
Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew.
I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed